Your child's reading success begins at home. Creating an environment where your child sees reading as a valuable skill is critical for developing a lifelong reader. When we make reading a part of our lives, our children can see that reading is important. There's a great deal of research that says the single most important influence on how successful your child will be as a reader is on the amount of time your child spends reading and being read to. How can I help my child when they get stuck on a word? Sound it out is what we hear the most. This technique is not effective for all children, so if your child still struggles to decode a word after you've repeatedly told them to sound it out, then you'll want to encourage them to use another strategy. There are many other ways for children to decode words. Children should be aware of their variety of tools, so if one does not work for them, they will have another strategy to pull from. A few tools that you can use with your children are: look at the pictures. This strategy encourages your child to look closely at the pictures. Pictures, especially in early books, are highly supportive of the text. Readers can use the picture clues to help solve unknown words. This also helps your child to focus on what makes sense in the story. Read, skip, read, and stop and try again are two great tools that really go hand in hand. These techniques allow your child to skip the unknown word, read until they get to the end of the sentence, and then go back and try again. These tools allow the context of the sentence to assist the reader with the unknown word. Get your mouth ready reminds children to look at the first letter in the unknown word. They will make the sound of this letter. For example, if a child gets stuck on the word forts, you will encourage your child to make the sound of the first letter. This strategy works well with read, skip, read, and stop and try again. When stuck, the reader can get their mouth ready with the beginning sound, skip the word, and then stop and try to decode the word again. Crash through words fast is a little like sound it out. However, instead of having children focus on separating sounds, this strategy goes a step further. Once the sounds are pulled apart, they are crashed back together in order to create the word. For example, the word dad can be pulled apart, d, a, d, and then crashed back together, dad. This encourages your child to say the word, not just the sounds. Another strategy to teach your young reader is guess. I hear many parents tell their child to stop guessing, but guessing is actually a very helpful strategy. There are, however, smart guesses. Smart guesses must meet 3 criteria. They must ask themselves, does it look right? Does it sound right? And does it make sense? These 3 criteria ensure that the guess is not a random guess. The word must look somewhat like the guess, it must sound grammatically correct in the sentence, and it must make the sentence make sense. When a child has a variety of tools from which to choose, they are more likely to be able to solve unknown words. These tools allow readers to feel empowered, as well as encourage children to make a different choice when one set way doesn't work for them. One thing to remember, be as patient as you can with your early reader. The better the experience reading, the more likely they are to be successful and develop lifelong habits. Happy reading!